Hey RV family, keep it high, keep it tight. My name is Jay Morris, you got. I'm back again to bring you another video, and this is my series. I want to rant, my freeform rant series. You should know it by now, you should love it by now, you should expect it by now. And this is where I do very minimal editing, and I just kind of rant about some stuff. And if it doesn't interest you, then you can go. But I gotta suggest watching this one because I feel like this is going to apply to a lot of different people, and it might actually remind you of someone you know, most likely at least. So today's episode is basically about genre elitists, and I hate them so much. How much I hate genre elitists. And basically what a genre elitist is they are someone that believes that their respective genre, no matter what it is the best genre, the only genre, and that every other genre that anyone else listens to is an inferior genre and should not be considered as well regarded as music or as well listened to as the type of music that that person does. Now, I can speak from some really close-hand experience. I'm a metalhead. Now, if you followed the channel for a while, and if you haven't, this is something I can just tell you, is I listen to a lot of different types of music. I listened, literally, my favorite album of the year is a folk album, so but at the same time, I am involved in the metalhead community. I'm part of groups, I follow a lot of channels, and I consider myself kind of part of that whole community. And God, there's so many metal elitists that believe that their genre is like the top notch, and that's why so many people hate metalheads. They kind of wonder why so many people hate them. I mean, yeah, most of the time when people think metal, they think like Metallica, they think bands like that, or AC/DC, and you maybe can step up and listen to like a Slipknot, a Korn, or something like that, and people will be like, that's maybe a little bit too heavy for me, and then before you know it, you're listening to like slamming brutal death metal, and you're trying to get your friends to listen to it, and they're just like, stop, please. And the sad thing is it starts so many arguments, because I've seen so many arguments online of people saying this is that genre, and then someone coming in and being like, no, this is this genre, and then the person is like, no, I am pretty sure this is genre, and then there's like a third guy that jumps in and is like, I think it's this genre, and then it just dive bombs, and it's this spiraling vicious cycle, and it's sad because I've met so many genre elitists. I personally am friends with a lot of genre elitists that think that their genre is the best genre, and that's natural. That's natural with anything. You're going to be that way with art in general, whether it's movies, whether it's TV shows, whether it's books. You're going to be like, hey, I like this more than that. But at the same time, when you take it the step further and you're like, oh, I literally despise you because you call this your favorite genre, why are you not listening to my genre? It's like people completely disregard taste just for their personal opinion, which is objectively subjective. That's like, it's objectively a subjective thing. Art in general is subjective, and especially music, and no two people are gonna like the same thing. I mean, one sec, let me see here. Yeah, this will work, and then let me see. Okay, alright, I got an example here, boys. Okay, so let's say that I am a super fan of deathcore, which I really do enjoy this genre. Let's say that I bring up Carnifex Slow Death in like a Reddit, and I'm just like, man, I just love Carnifex. Deathcore is my favorite genre. What is your guys' favorite album? Now, immediately, this person, because of what's on their mind, they're going to immediately be assuming that the people that send in their thing are going to like a similar genre, either deathcore or metalcore or something like it, death metal, something along those lines. They're going to be putting themselves out there talking about that Carnifex Slow Death CD, which, if you didn't know, is a deathcore band and a CD. They're going to immediately assume that people are going to be sending that in. And if someone posts a thing saying that my favorite album is Simon and Garfunkel's album, I mean, it kind of gets a little bit tangled. I mean, Like, this is a great album. This is a fantastic album. This is a greatest hits album, and I love it to death. I listen to this album quite a bit. I love Simon and Garfunkel, but I also like Carnifex, and I have seen in that situation, that's such a good example of people that are so diametrically opposed that they're just like, man, I really don't like you because you like this type of music, and it's sad. I don't like genre elitists. I don't like the type of environment they make, and people go to wonder why metal is so hated, and by like the outside people, because it's such like a specific thing in general that people are probably not going to like, but when you go and make people hate it, like inherently make them hate it and have a disposition to hate it, boy, you better be ready for hell, because those people are going to come for you. And but yeah, what are your thoughts of genre elitists? Are you a genre elitist? And if so, what genre and why? Do you know someone that's a genre elitist? I will talk to you guys next time, but anyways, my name is Jay Morris, the review guy, and I'm signing off saying farewell.